Hello everybody, welcome back to part 4, I think, of the series. Anyway, today we're going to be doing the setting system, but first things first, we have to fix the event packet stuff because Nick still has not posted the event. So you want to go over to NetHandler Play Client, you want to go down to where you post or where you set the event packet. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go down here, then type best.bus.post event, and you should probably make sure that it's above this if statement. And now we're going to go to network manager and we're going to do the same thing. So best.instance or bus.post event, and just make sure that again it's above the if statement. So now that we're done with that, we can actually start work on the setting system. So let's go ahead and we're going to make a new package in store.script.pd, and we're going to name this settings. And now we're going to make new Java class and we're going to name this setting. Is you want to go here, you're going to do @getter right on top, and now here we're going to do @setter. Actually, I'll do that. And then public string name. But now let's do let's add a setting manager. So setting manager, and so now we're going to go public list setting, and then settings list. Now we could use hash map for settings, but I don't feel like it. So there's my reasoning. Anyway, what we have to do now is we have to make the variety of different settings. So we're gonna go ahead and make a new package. We're gonna do IMPL, which is implementation, and we're gonna make a new Java class. So we're going to name this one boolean setting, and this one is going to hold a state value essentially. So we're going to do private boolean state, and so this is going to be whether something is on or off, and then private supplier parent. We don't need this, actually we don't need this because this is for visible as well, which we're going to do later on. So we're going to do public boolean boolean setting, string name boolean state, and then this dot name, we need to extends setting. There we go. And this dot parent, we can remove this because we don't have a parent. Again, that's for is visible. I'm gonna leave that alone for now. So now we need some other stuff. So boolean is enabled, return state, that's what we want. Void toggle set state is enabled. No, then it's because up here we need to do public set state boolean state, start state. Yep, there you go. And now we do need to get state actually. Well, actually, you know what, we can do setter here, and then we don't need this set state, and then there you go. So that's better. Okay, yeah, sure, we'll put it there then. So that should be everything for the boolean setting. So now what we're going to do is we are going to make a new boolean setting. Yeah, get boolean setting. Yeah, that should be fine. Import module. Yeah, there we go. Now using string isn't honestly the best, but this isn't a really good setting system. This is just bare bones, pretty bad, because I cannot be bothered to make a better one, honestly. But just follow along here. We need to implement the setting system actually into the module. into the module class, I believe. Not necessarily the module manager, I think just the module class. So we have to go ahead and do that. So we're gonna go over to module here, and we're going to do let's just go right here, private final list setting, and then we're gonna go s list for settings list, and then new array list, and we're just gonna go ahead and import class. There you go. So now we need to go down here. We're gonna do protected void add settings, and then we're gonna do settings, and then add all settings. Yeah. And now what we could do is we can make just one as well, so just this, as that's more performance sorry. Call to as list with only one argument. Yeah, shit, wait, what? Add all? No, we want add, and then we don't need to do arrays at list, we can just do setting. Sorry. So we can do add setting, and then add settings as add settings more performant when there's only one setting to be added, instead of adding all and then casting it as an array. So whatever. So I think this is good now. What we want now is so we want for setting mod.get mod.get set and get s list. Yeah. And now we can do if setting instance of boolean setting, boolean setting. I'm just gonna do bs equals boolean setting, and then if bs.getName dot equals setting name, we're going to return bs. And so this is for boolean setting, and there we go. This is erroring for some reason. What's the error here? Missing return statement. Yeah, so we're gonna add a return null here, and now we're going to add more settings. So now let's go ahead and add a number setting, perhaps. Actually, we'll go for a mode setting right now. I think that's a tad bit easier maybe. So we're going to extends setting public final list string modes. Modes. And then we're going to import. Actually, okay, private int. We need the mode index. Private string current mode for the current mode. And now we're going to do public mode setting string name, and then we want string modes, and so this is going to be the modes of the setting. Then we're gonna add all of that. We want not list of we're gonna do arrays dot as list modes. There we go, to convert it over to an array list. And so now we want to get current mode, so we're going to add a getter here, and we are going to do public void cycle forwards. And so this is going to add 1 to the index, and then it's going to do some checks here, pretty self-explanatory. And then we're gonna cycle backwards as well. We're gonna add that. And so this might be for a click UI in the future, wink wink. So we don't really need anything else besides a setter. So there we go. Let's add a setter here to current mode, because yeah, I'm gonna add a setter to mode index and a setter to current mode. that allow you to set and get both mode index, current mode, and then the getter for modes and all of these. So there you go, there's mode index. So now we're going to go back to setting manager, and we're going to make new mode setting, get mode setting, and then module mod, and then string setting name. Let's go ahead and then for setting, sorry about that, mod dot get s list, what? Get s list, and then if setting instance of mode setting ms, and then we're going to add that, and then we need to return null here. And now we're going to add one more setting, and then this is going to be the number setting. So number setting is going to actually return double. So instead of doing number, we're going to do double setting, and then we can add an int and a float setting and all of that. So right now we're going to add a double setting, and so now let's do extends setting. Oops, bro, why does it always do this? Okay, alt enter, there you go. So we're gonna do private final double max val min val. We want the increment and then the default value. We're going to add a getter here, setter here. What's this? Max now makes sense. Oops, what the hell? Okay, there you go. So now we want the actual value, so we're gonna go val. So val, max value, minimum value, increment, default value. So there we go. Now we're going to do public double setting string name. So you want the name of the number setting or the double setting. So what's it going to be? Is this going to change the speed of fly, right? So you're going to name it speed. Or is this going to change the how high your step module steps you up a block? Is it going to step you up 3 blocks, right? So that's what we're going to do here. So first you want to type in the default val. That's what we're going to have, and then we're going to go with minimum value and then maximum value, and then we're going to finish with the increment when you're making the setting. So there we go, pretty simple. Now set value, no, we already had that. So what we want actually is a clamp, double min, double max. There we go. So now we have a clamp. You know, honestly, let me go back into these things. We don't need this. This can be private, that can be private as well. This can be private, this can be private, final, void. Actually, the final doesn't matter here. Yeah, okay, because it's void. So private. I'm just going back and, you know, making the code better, because yeah, private is enabled, private toggle. I think that should make these things better. I hope I won't have to go back and change all of this, but there we go. So now we have everything set up. So now we're going to go back to settings manager, and we're going to go here, public double setting, get double setting, module mod, string setting name. Okay, so for setting row setting mod dot get s list, if setting instance of double setting, and then we want to return null. There we go. So now we have 3 settings currently. So what we're going to do is we are going to add a new command. Now this is going to be kind of complicated, so just try and follow along. We're gonna go new setting command, and we're going to basically follow help command basically here. So we want command info, and then we want to extend command, so we're going to do at command info. So name equals setting usage setting command. So we're gonna set this to be the module which you want to change, and then we're going to get the setting in the module in which you want to change, and then we're going to do value. There we go. Aliases. The aliases is going to be we're going to have multiple here, so we're going to do s just in case you want to, there you go, and then set settings. That's good. So now we're going to extend setting or command, my bad, extends command, and we're going to import class. There we go, and then we're going to implement methods. Okay, so now in here we need a lot of logic, so we're going to do if args dot length does not equal 3 and args dot length does not equal 6. Oops, we don't need this. Do we have command exception? We do not. So then we're just going to do I'm assuming we have chat util. So we're going to do chat util dot add chat message. We're going to do get usage, just send the usage. So if you want, you can type this out. Now we want to do more checks. So instance, we're going to get module manager dot get modules, and now we're going to make sure that not get modules, we want get module. Now we're going to make sure that arg0 does not equal null. Otherwise, if it does, we're going to do chat util dot add chat message, no module was found. And now this is erroring. Change first parameter, so now we need to add another, so we're gonna go public final module get module string name for module mod modules dot values if mod dot get name dot equals ignore case, because then it won't matter if we type in the module's name uppercase, which is very good. And then this is going to return null. That way here we can check in settings manager or in setting command if it equals null. So if it's not able to find the module in which we're talking about, then it's going to say that it's not able to find it. Now what we want to do is we're going to go up here, we're going to do module mod equals best dot instance dot get module. Actually, not up here, we want to do it after the check. Or I suppose it doesn't really matter. Wait a minute, it doesn't really matter. So what we'll do is put it up here, and then I can do mod equals null. There you go, much better. So now what we want to do is we're going to do setting as well. So we're going to do setting setting equals import class setting. Now this settings manager, do we have to import settings manager? I'm assuming we do. Indeed we do. So let's go ahead and actually do that now, because we need to. So we're gonna go up here, we're gonna do private setting manager, sm, and then sm equals new setting manager, and then that should be fine. So now we've added setting manager, and we're gonna do settings list, get settings. So let's add a get settings to our setting manager, right? So let's go ahead and do that. So we're gonna go over to settings manager, setting manager, where is it? Here it is. And we need to get in general just setting. So I'm gonna do public setting, get setting module mod, and then string setting name for setting mod dot get s list, and we're just going to add this. This is broken, so we're going to remove that, remove this, and then here we're going to add a return. Oops, no, not there. Actually, here we're going to add a return null, and I'm just going to finish this off with another curly bracket. There we go. So now we can get setting, and so mod might be null, so then we'll get this underneath of that. Mod might be null. Okay. Then we'll do return as well, and we'll encapsulate this. There you go. So much better, and let's actually add another return here. So once you've added those, cool. Once you've added those return statements, now this should not be erroring anymore. Can I still put it up here then? No. Okay. So now we want to continue on. So let's continue on. So first things first, we need to check if the setting is not null. So we'll go setting equals null, and then something specified was not found. And you know what? We need the prefix for all of this. Wait, prefix add chat message, if prefix else string message. So here I'm gonna do new chat message fix. I'm gonna actually replace this with that. Okay, there we go. So now everything should have prefix without me specifying it. There we go. So now we're gonna do try, and then if setting. So this is gonna be a lot of code, so just try to follow along. If my screen wouldn't bug out, try to follow along. Boolean setting. So first, Boolean setting, and so first what we're going to check is if the setting that we typed in is a Boolean setting, right? So if it's a Boolean setting, we're going to set this. There we go. We're going to import class. So now we're going to do some arguments checks. So we're going to negate the statement, and now we're going to do args 2. So we're going to get the second index of which you typed, which is the third one, so the value. So if the value equals true, or it equals actually what am I thinking? Sorry, not equals. We should do equals ignore case. There you go, much better. So now we're going to type in true there, and then we're going to do args 2 equals ignore case false. We're going to add chat message. I'm going to save this and save that. Okay, so you must either give true or false. There you go. Now what we're going to do, so after that check, we are now going to set state, and then we're going to go down here, and we're going to add a catch. We're just going to add a catch for the future. We want this to be number format exception. Actually no, we're gonna do that, and then util dot add chat message. We must pass a number as an argument. That's better. And we're going to do slash invalid number here. We must pass a number as an argument, or it's an invalid number. So there you go. Now we're going to add another thing. So we're going to do if setting instance of double setting. And now I would use switch cases here, but unfortunately that is only available in higher versions of Java, and we are still using Java 8 in this tutorial, so yeah. But there you go. We don't need this, and we don't need to surround it with a try and catch. Don't know why I did that. My double parse double, yeah. Set value external. What is this? Dot, we're gonna do set value, my double, and then add chat message set. Yeah, there you go. So now we're going to add another setting, the last setting. So setting instance of, and this is going to be mode setting. So this one, pretty simple as well. Mode setting, ms, and then, so ms.getModes.stream.nonematch. Yeah, that's good. S equals ignore case, and then chat util add chat message specified module was not found. Yep. And then, so otherwise, if we're able to find it, then we want to set current mode as args2. So that is the setting command all done, and the setting manager and all the settings done. So now we're going to go to the command manager, and we're going to actually, okay, there you go. No, it's automatically registered. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over to the modules, and in, say, Fulbright, we're going to add another setting in Fulbright. So we are going to open Fulbright, and underneath extends module, we are going to type in a mode that we want. So private final mode setting, mode equals new mode setting, and then so we want the name of the mode, so we're just going to go mode because this is Fulbright mode. Then we're going to add the modes we want, so gamma, and then night vision. There you go. And now here we're going to do private final double setting, gamma equals new double setting. Yeah, sure, we'll do brightness. So we'll make the default value 3, the minimum value 1, the maximum 3, and then we are going to set the increment as 0.1. There you go. And now what you want to do is in public Fulbright, in here, we're going to add add settings, mode, gamma. There you go. So now we're adding the settings here. And so now what we need to do is on update mc.gamesettings.gamma setting. What we're going to do is we're going to do gamma, because we're referring to our double setting here, dot get value, and then we are going to cast this value to a float. There we go. So now we're changing this double over to a float. So if you wanted, you could add a different setting and make it a float setting, or you could make this a generic number setting and then have double floats ints by using an enum thing to change. What am I talking about? Whatever, that's way too advanced for most of you guys. So mc.gamesettings.gamma setting equals old gamma. Yeah, that's good. So now what we're going to do is we are going to make a switch. So we're going to do switch mode dot get current mode. There you go. So switch, and so now because we're using strings, we can use switch cases. So we're going to do gamma mc.gamma setting equals, and then we can remove this essentially, because now we have that. So now we're going to add a new case night vision, And the thing about this is you want to make sure you type this exactly as you typed it up here. So you can just copy and then paste down here, right? So now we need to add night vision to the player. So we're going to do, well, first we want to make sure that the gamma has been set back to the old gamma. Now we're going to do mc.theplayer.add potion effect, new potion effect. And then you want to get the ID of the potion, so potion.nightvision.id. And then this is going to be the effectiveness, so how long it lasts. We're just going to set that at integer max value, and then we are going to set the effect amplifier to 0, so it's going to be the default effect amplifier. So it's basically going to be level 1 of night vision, which is all you really need. And then after that, we're going to add a break. I don't think you need to add a break here really, because this is the last case, but I do it just out of habit in case we add more modes. But there you go. So now we have a Fulbright that works. So now we're gonna go ahead and test it. So we're gonna test a lot of things at once. We're gonna make sure that the settings work, that the command works. So we're gonna do that. Now the thing with the setting command is you have to type the setting name with first letter uppercase, simply because that's how I coded it. You can code it differently if you want, if you know how. I'm just way too lazy to do that, so do it yourself, right? But there you go. So best is loading. Come on. Come on. Cool. So MCP world, we loaded in. Very good. What is the keyboard for Fulbright? It's M. Okay, right. That is correct. So, all right. So now when we turn on Fulbright, everything works as it's supposed to. So now we're gonna do dot help, or did he change it to hashtag? He did change it to hashtag. Hashtag help. Okay, so hashtag setting. Now we need to type in the module name. So we're gonna go Fulbright. Now we need to type the setting name uppercase. So in this case, we're gonna go mode, and then we're going to type in night vision. I think that should be good. Now when we turn on, now when we turn on Fulbright, you can see we now have night vision for infinite duration. So as you can see, it successfully changed. So now I'm going to change the mode back to gamma. There you go. And that is a problem, because we need to get rid of the night version when you change over to gamma. So we're going to make that. So we are going to do gamma, and we need to do mc.theplayer.remove potion effect, and then potion.nightvision.id, and we're going to copy this. We're going to set that on disable. There we go. All right. So now when oops, I'm gonna set this back to night vision and then back to gamma. All right, whatever. It's still broken, but whatever. We'll figure it out later. Point is, so now we have gamma basically. So now the ground is, as you can see, very bright. But if you want to change this brightness, let me set time set night or not. Is it 16? That's 160,000, but that works. So now the ground is still very bright. So let's go ahead and do that. So instead of mode, we're going to do brightness, and we're going to do so I set the maximum a 3 and the minimum a 1. So we're going to do 2. There you go. So now we're going to change this to 1. There you go. Now we can change this to 0, and there we go. So now it's 0. So, but the thing is, with the settings, you can completely bypass the maximum and minimum value. But as you can see, when we change this to 1, the ground gets a bit brighter, We change this to 2, gets even brighter. Change this to 3. Not much really changes, which is why only 3 is pretty much all you need. Change this to 0.2 or 0.5, but as you can see, that doesn't change much because you're essentially changing your brightness here. If I change this to 0.7, you can see now my gamma changes to 70. So that's why we set 1 as a minimum, because 1 is bright. So now we're going to change this to 1.2. And now we are brighter than the maximum you can set here. So hence full bright. So you can have a very, not bright, full bright if you wanted. I don't know what I'm rambling on here about, but I am tired, and I've just been working on our main client, Athena. Check it out, I suppose. I don't know how you would actually. Wow, this video is going to be longer than it needs to be. I'm sorry. Thank you all for watching. Next video is probably going to be in 3 years. See you later. Bye bye.